We got the replacement speaker kit from TrailSeven. They actually make them specifically for the soundbar on the Jeeps. It's a plug and play.
So all we should have to do is remove the old ones
and plug the new ones in.
Yep, and we're going to show you how to do that. So these are the little ones that go
on the front top of the dash.
Okay.
So 3.5 inch.
And what do you have in the other hand?
This is your instructions. It has some little screws, replacement screws and stuff for your installation.
Even came with a little bag of Smarties.
Yes.
That aren't there now. Where did the Smartie?
These are the 6.5 inch kickers that go in the sound bar or the top. They're a simple, should be a simple plug and play.
Okay.
So we're gonna see.
Why are we replacing these?
You would think, as much as you spend on these Jeeps, that there would be a higher quality speaker, and let's just say they're not.
Right.
You turn them up, they rattle, they sound like they're blown, but hopefully they're not.
Especially ours on the driver's side and the sound bar.
You put any like talk radio on, and that thing just
it's crackly and it
rattles. It sounds like it's loose. It's not.
It's horrid.
Yep.
So these, how did you find these? How did you find out about these? Did you run across these on YouTube?
Yeah, I run across them because I was looking at replacing the speakers and they popped up. So
we're really hoping that they are that they're good.
Yeah, we're not going to upgrade the actual head unit itself because for what we need, it is fine.
Yeah, it's just the speaker specifically.
Yeah,
and we are not replacing the knee.
No.
The knee speaker, what they call the knee speakers, because
that's very.
You have to remove like the entire dash, and I am not doing that. No, we are not going to be doing that. But you can if you decide to. This was a kit, and at the time that I purchased this, they were around $270 for the kit. If you add the knee speakers in, I want to say it's like another $50 or somewhere in that area. And I will drop a link down in the description if you're interested in checking these out. They do have them for other models of vehicles, period. I don't think just Jeep. I believe they do other vehicles. But they also have other models of Jeep, I think, too. So that's something you can look at. These are Kicker brand. They also have, I believe, Alpine. And I want to say maybe Sony. And they do have head units and stuff too. So TrailSeven, they have a lot of stuff that they will build specifically to your vehicle. So that's good to know, I think. Well, we're going to get started installing these, I think, right?
Yep.
Okay. You're using a
Allen head.
And that should remove the original.
Yep. It should remove the original speakers.
Four of those in there?
Yep.
Okay. So here's what the original equipment looks like. I've got the cover off. Now got to remove both of these speakers, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we're going to remove both of the little speakers, which those are pretty tiny compared to the new one.
Yep. Well, you figure the new ones are 6.5 inch. These are what, 3.5, 4, somewhere in there. We're going to go ahead and take this one out. This is a tweeter, but you don't plug it back in. You just plug the main subwoofer in. This one has a built-in tweeter, and that's basically all this is. So it's not necessary in the new system.
And we don't want it plugged in because, I mean, we don't want it in there because if it's crap anyways.
Right, yeah.
There's a little thingy here you got to push in, and then pulls right out. That's pretty simple.
Yeah, my fingers are too fat. I can't do it.
So this one's probably the same way. Oh, well, maybe not. That one might just pull right out. It might be right here, this piece. Push that in. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm kind of the interior person.
Yeah, I don't do well with plastic.
He apes things. Okay, we just kind of tucked that one because we're not using it. This is the one, the main one that we're going to use, and that should plug right into our new speaker. Nice fit.
Yep.
And then that speaker should go right up in the hole. You did the wrong one?
Yeah.
Oops. Okay. To be continued in a second. Okay, we're back after some technical difficulties. So it is specific from driver to passenger side. You got to make sure you get the right
Yeah, I'm surprised
one.
it isn't marked.
Well, maybe they just figured you would be able to tell from the
But the
shape.
holes don't line up, so
Yeah,
I
I don't
there.
know. Looking like this. Oh,
Let me see
no,
the-
it's the other way.
grooves, yeah.
Like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't snap it. There you go. There. And it's a perfect fit. That looks good too.
Okay.
It is a little lower than the other ones, I think.
A little
isn't
bit,
it?
yeah.
But it looks nice.
They do send special hardware, the special mounting bolts with the washer, because they are a little bit different. Here, the spacing is a little bit bigger.
Okay.
So they're supposed to screw right into the factory
Holes. Yeah.
So it's just a matter of getting them lined up.
Say once you get one started, the rest probably won't be as tough, right?
Right. Well, and like that, it's kind of rough when you're having to hold the whole.
Yeah. Okay, so one is in. Probably won't tighten them all the way up until
I'm just gonna
we,
get 'em started.
at least till we get one on this side. There is a little bit of play in between so that might make it a little tougher to get it lined up appropriately. Okay, there we go. This one is completely mounted, and now we're going to do the exact same process on this side. And we did just kind of test this one to make sure everything was hooked up good, and we'll test that one. Once we get everything installed, we're going to try to let you hear it too. That one's be a little more finicky than the other side.
Well, I can't see, unfortunately, so I'm just kind of going by feel.
Get it?
I think so.
Okay, we got both of those installed. They look really good, and we did test that one, and it does work. It's always a good idea to test before you fully get it mounted.
Yes.
That way, if you have an issue, you can easily fix it without having to take everything back apart. These are the dash speakers, and we have to pop these covers off. We have these little what do you call these?
No, they're
like a little
tools.
trim tool or upholstery tool or whatever you want to call it to pop these covers off. The trick is to find the one that will let you pop it off without breaking anything. So like that. Oh boy, there it goes.
They are little clips.
Yep. And then I don't know how you're supposed to get the last one. Yep, there is. I hate doing this stuff because I'm always afraid I'm going to break something. But then Jesse won't do it because he's afraid he's going to break something. In order to get that last one, I needed this longer tool, and it reached all the way under, and then it popped out without busting anything. So these little tool kits are handy. They save your dash pieces and the clips and all that stuff. It helps them pop out without breaking anything. And you can get this whole little kit. I got it off of Amazon for what, $6 or something,
like that.
$6, $7.
They don't come in the cool carrying bag.
No, you got to provide your own carry bag. And no, we didn't drink that
I found it somewhere.
Yeah, Jesse's a pack rat and finds things and keeps things. Okay, so this little speaker just has regular Phillips screws that we'll take out, and this should pull out and pop apart, basically just like the overhead ones, and then plug the new ones in and put it back in and go from there. I'm going to try to use this little dinky. Luckily, those screws are barely in there.
I noticed that on the back ones too. The actual ones that were holding the speaker itself, they were just barely finger tight.
It looks like it's only 2 screws, which is good. Okay, there's that. Okay, so got the screws out. This should pull out like that. And got another one of those little...
Don't drop the wire down in there.
Gotta push that. Oh man, without digging into my dash here. There we go. So there's the little dash speakers. Those are nice little speakers. Hopefully it doesn't matter which one is which because they're not labeled. Plug that in. Tuck all my wires down in there. And I just kind of basically forced this down into the holes. It's still not touching on this side, but the screw will go in, so it will tighten down, and it might pull it down when I start tightening it. We'll have to see. But everything, I mean, that should allow the cover to go back on and everything like that. And as long as it's tight, it won't be able to rattle around, so it should work fine. Before I tighten all this down, I wanted to test it. Tested it. It sounds so good for a little tiny speaker. And why does it sound so much better?
Well, because this is actually a subwoofer and tweeter, to where this, I mean, I consider this a tweeter because it's so small, but I would imagine they probably consider that a woofer. But there's like hardly any flex in it, and you can see around here this heavy duty flex coil around it and will allow it to bounce.
It just sounds good. That's pretty impressive for such a tiny little speaker. Hopefully you can kind of see this. As I tightened it down, it did pull it down in a little bit. It also bent that tab. So these tabs are not quite shaped right for the dash speakers. They don't line up quite as good as those soundbar speakers, but it's tight. It's not going to go anywhere, and it will still, like I said, allow me to put my cover back on, which should just snap down. Just gonna, oh, wrong direction. Gotta line those up, and it should just pop right back in place. And there we go. Now I gotta do the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna start the same way on this side. Just get my tool in there and start popping. You know, it's kind of scary because you don't want to break anything. Just gotta be gentle. There. And then I just gotta remove both of these screws again. And you do reuse the same hardware on these front ones. You don't get new hardware for the front ones. It just pulls right out. Pop your clip. Luckily, they give you a nice bit of wire, so you don't have to deal with a little tiny piece of wire. And that one
Same way.
does the same thing. It just wants to bend the clip up. Push it down in there. I think we'll test this out real quick, and then I'll finish screwing that in. We got that tested. It works fine. I think I'm putting this in wrong again. Just got to pop, and I tightened those all the way down, and it did do the bendy thing, but it's fine. It's nice and tight. Now I'm just going to snap in my cover, and that's it. We are going to find a song that we can play. We'll actually use our Happy Place Camping theme music and let you hear how good these sound. Going to turn on some Happy Place Camping music here so that you can hear it. What do you think of them?
They sound really good.
I think so too. I can really tell the difference.
Well, I've always been a pretty big fan of kicker anyways. In fact, the Hummer has kickers in them. We had them put in
a long time
ago by an audio thing.
Yeah, because they had really bad speakers too.
Yes, horrible speakers.
So we just want to make sure everybody knows that we bought these speakers. This is not a paid advertisement.
Yeah,
we purchased these because we needed to upgrade our speaker system. Because we do listen to a lot of music. We take long trips, and long trips...
When you take the top off, you got to be able to go above the wind noise.
And I think these will. I think these are going to do it. I think we made a good purchase. Like I said before, I will drop links in the description below. Go over, check out TrailSeven. And if you're interested in any of their like installation type videos, they have a YouTube channel, and you can go check out and see, because we watched their installation videos before we did all this, so we knew kind of what we were getting into, that it was so easy.
If you was to rate the difficulty from 1 to 10 on this is probably maybe a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, it is simple, and it did not take very much time. We cut the video a little bit in order to make the video a little bit shorter, but overall time what, an hour? Maybe. That's a big maybe. That's with testing. That's with unboxing and taking everything out and everything. That's maybe an hour's time. I don't even know if it took that long. It's a quick process. It was pretty simple. I recommend it if you need an upgrade.
Yep,
I definitely do. Of course, we can't tell you long term, but we do have long-term experience with Kicker and the Hummer. As we said, they've been in there for years, and they still work really very good. So I think we're probably going to be happy with these two. We will see you on the next one.